Let's talk about taxes and licenses. Hi guys, this is Jess Alcaraz. I teach people accounting, business, and financial literacy concepts. And for this evening, we will be discussing some basic things that I believe every business owner should know in relation to taxes and licenses. So, matutulog na sana ako. However, the idea came in about having this discussion, and the usual, hindi ko na siya pinapaabutan ng umaga the next day, the following day, kasi baka mawala yung thought. So immediately I prepared some illustration here and will be making some basic discussions lang. So parang lecture lang siya, wala siyang computation kasi I'm not a tax practitioner din. So at the very least, meron tayong idea sa mga compliance part ng mga businesses natin. So without further ado, let us go into the discussion. Okay, so this discussion are for businesses and self-employed that are registered under sole proprietorship. Research nyo lang kung ano yung meaning ng sole proprietorship. Okay, so basically, meron tayong tatlong bagay na binabayaran as business owners. Number 1 would be the permits and licenses. Number 2, income tax. And then number 3, business tax. So, isa-isahin natin yan. For the permits and licenses, ito yung mga binabayaran natin before our actual operation. Of course, we secure a business name under the Department of Trade and Industry. Next one would be securing the barangay permit, the mayor's permit or the business permit. And then afterwards, we will be registering our businesses under the Bureau of Internal Revenue. So, dyan tayo kukuha nung tinatawag na COR or the Certificate of Registration. So, again, these are for the permits and licenses before we can actually start our business. So, kapag nakapag-umpisa na tayo ng business, we will be paying two different kinds of taxes. So, we have the income tax and the business tax. So, for the income tax, kailangan yung mamili. So, whether you will be computing your income tax using the graduated income tax. Ito po yung may tax table. You can just search for the recent tax table na ginagamit. And we also have the 8% gross income tax. And then, if pumili ka or pinili mo yung graduated income tax, mamimili ka na naman sa dalawa, whether you will be using the itemized deduction or the 40% optional standard deduction. So, kung pipiliin mo yung either sa dalawa, whether ito yung piliin mo or ito yung piliin mo, you will be computing using the graduated income tax table. So, if pipiliin mo yung itemized deduction, ito po yung option wherein you can reduce your taxable income by having the expenses. Ito po yung merong sales minus mga expenses. So, pag ito yung pinili mo, itatago mo talaga yung mga resibo ng mga expenses mo kasi pwede siyang ibawas dun sa taxable income mo. So, on the other hand, dito naman, for the 40% optional standard deduction, no need for keeping receipts ng mga expenses mo. So, under the 40% optional standard deduction, kunwari, meron kang sales or revenue na 1 million. Kapag itong option na to ang pinili mo, you will automatically have 400,000 pesos as a deduction. So, matitira na lang for tax purposes would be the 600. So, ito po yung 40%. 40% optional standard deduction, OSD. Pero dito, kunwari 1 million. So, you have to have your expenses. Nakatago dapat yung mga resibo mo in order to substantiate the expenses to reduce the amount of your taxes. Okay, so that is for the graduated income tax table. However, if ang pipiliin mo naman is the 8% gross income tax table, the computation will be simple. It's very simple lang. Your 1 million, tapos minus the 250,000 na standard deduction. So, say 750. So, the 750,000, i-multiply yan by 8%. So, magkano yan? 750 times 0.08. Okay, 60,000. Meron kang income tax payable na 60,000 pesos under this computation. And the good thing about choosing the 8% gross income tax is that kapag ito yung option na pinili mo, hindi ka na magbabayad ng separate na business tax. So, sa 60,000 na babayaran mo, it already encompasses both the income tax and the business tax. The business tax, you will be having a separate computation for it if graduated income tax table yung gagamitin mo for the income tax. So, kung kunwari itemized deduction yung ginamit mo, then meron ka pang business tax. So for the business tax, it will depend on whether you are a non-VAT business or a VAT registered business. Kapag non-VAT business ka, ang computation ng business tax mo will be yung percentage. So usually ang ginagamit dito is the 3% based on gross sales. Saka kung VAT naman, if you're VAT registered, ayun na yung mayroong 12% na VAT. So I will not be going over the discussion of the percentage tax and the VAT. So we'll be having another video for that. So basically, that's the overview of yung discussion natin for tonight. So recap lang, as a business, self-employed, and unregistered as a sole proprietorship, meron tayong binabayaran na permits, income tax, tsaka business tax. So there you have it, the basics of taxes and licenses. So overview lang talaga siya. I don't want to discuss it a little bit deeper kasi hindi rin ako expert. I don't consider myself an expert on taxes. So at the very least lang, the business owners have an idea as to ano yung mga business registration niya and para saan yung mga binabayaran niya every time na magpapadala siya ng pera sa kanyang bookkeepers. So that's all for tonight and mayang gabi sa tanan.